Hello, I'm Noreen Dunne. I'm a resident of Darjeeling. We simultaneously started, when I started teaching, an organization with Father Burns. It was a social development organization for the youth of Darjeeling and for the socioeconomically underprivileged of the Darjeeling Hills. What motivated him was the catastrophe in 1968 when the Teesta Bridge collapsed. So Father Burns then came to us and asked us, what are you going to do for your people? And I told Father, what can I do? Especially I'm a woman. And he says, well, you can write English and write letters by hand or by manual typewriter to my friends and my family. And we will build homes for the homeless, because the people of the Teesta rivers lost their homes, their livelihoods. And he says, you will beg. And that was something unusual for us. So, but then we created a slogan, which to this day I think is so appropriate. I said, when we begged, we said, help us, help them, the underprivileged, help themselves. And that's what motivated me. And of course, with that motivation, because Father Burns was a very Christ-like person, that really gave my faith tremendous impetus to help people. Well, in this challenging journey, what kept me going was my faith, was definitely God, my trust in God and my thankfulness to God. And texts from the Bible was Matthew 25, 35 to 37. I was hungry and you gave me to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me to drink. Naked and you clothed me. A stranger and in prison and you visited me. And inasmuch as you did it to the least of your brethren, Christ tells us, you did it to me. Wow, that hit me. It taught me to thank God for whatever little I had and not take things for granted. How I lived my life during those very challenging times, even now, is that it made me see people differently. I saw the coolie mother, I saw the guy cleaning the toilets. I saw them as God's people in many ways. Something that I learned also from Father Burns, where he said, Noreen, when you thank God, remember, there, but for the grace of God, go I. It could be me carrying those gas cylinders, cleaning the drain. One of the things I learned a great deal from Hayden Hall, from Father Burns, and above all from my God, is relationships. As Father used to tell me, it's relationships that will change the world. We are now 55 years old. We started housing. And so we had 5 housing programs in Darjeeling and multifarious houses built in the villages of the districts. A physics teacher from St. Joseph's College called Mr. T.B. Chetri, one of my colleagues, he created one of the best primers to teach adult hill people literacy. We then started training paramedics, women selected by the villagers from their village. The importance of a mother is so essential. And so we made this our flagship program. It's called Mother and Child. And we concentrate very heavily on the under 5 child. Then we realized that without money, the mothers would not have their means to do other things. And so we taught them how to weave, to knit, to sew, so that they could be more self-reliant. Overall, in Hayden Hall is education, but it's non-formal primarily and a certain amount of formal. We always cover gender, child protection, addiction. Addiction in terms of alcohol, addiction in terms of drugs, addiction also in terms of domestic violence, because it's a power thing. And one that I would like to add is a latter program that Father Burns was very fond of, was a program, and that's why it's called the Burns Club. It's a program for old people, so that they can come once a week and socialize. So in fact, I'm so thankful and grateful to God for giving me that opportunity.